Hey everyone, it's Yappy here, and as you know, I am a new playlist. Basically what I've decided to do is I watch a lot of YouTubers making recipes, and Dude and I are really enjoying them. And so what I decided to do is the ones that are very successful, that turn out great, you should know more about them. And ways you can help me is like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. What I'm doing is just making recipes that someone out there in YouTube world has already done, and I want to share the recipe. Today, I'm showing you about how to make easy, oil-free bread. Hey, it's Yappy on a Saturday night. I'm gonna make some healthy bread overnight. What we're doing is making some healthy, oil-free bread, and we're gonna let it rise overnight. I thought I'd share the recipe. I got it from Healthy Emmie. She's awesome, she's vegan, she's amazing, and I watch her a little bit. Basically what we've done is, I've got 3 cups of water. I'm making a double batch. And then it is 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, which is doubled. And then I have 6 1/2 cups of wheat flour, and that's the only ingredients. I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of salt. We'll let you watch it, and we're gonna stir it. We're gonna let it set overnight, and that's it. So we're gonna get started. Now the key with yeast, fast and active yeast, is you don't want it, what?
Let me have the yeast package.
Oh, yep, Dude's keeping me straight. The key is with the active yeast, you want to make sure it's not over 110 degrees because it will die. So I'm just doing this, okay. Okay, pretty much 1 pack. And we're kind of improvising. So then we're going to stir it up. This water is about 110 degrees. I just put it in the microwave in my Pyrex. So it's kind of going. And so now I'm going to actually stir it in with my flour. Again, I'm making a double batch. I'm going to stir it in. This is very simple. It's not a crazy recipe. I'm just going to sprinkle in a little bit of kosher salt. Not much. You can leave it out, but you know, it helps it go. I just always found out when I'm making bread, it helps. So we're just, I mean, it's really this simple. We're just going to stir it up. Watch this. According to Healthy Emmie, and I've made bread in the Dutch ovens before, and that's what we're going to be doing. We did a little more steps, but this, I'm excited to see how it turns out. So we're stirring. We're just mixing it up because this is a big loaf. We're just getting it to where it's sticky, and then we're just gonna leave this overnight. That's all. We're gonna cover it and leave it overnight, and then we're gonna regroup in the morning. So that's all I'm doing right now.
Tell me about this Bondo putty tool you're using.
Oh, this is just like a bread baker's like tool that you can scrape the bread and everything and make it flat and just scrape out everything. I don't know. It's just I don't know what it's called.
Okay, so, it looks like a Bondo putty tool.
It kind of does, doesn't it? So we're almost done.
Till I don't make a whole lot of bread, I'm thinking about Bondo and auto repair.
Yeah, you can use any flour you want on this. I used whole wheat just because I had it, and that's what she used. And it's healthier for you, so that's why I did that. So we're almost done. And then I'm just gonna cover this with some plastic wrap, and then I'm gonna cover it with a towel. And I'm literally gonna set it till in the morning. We're gonna sleep, and we're gonna let this bad boy rise. I did add a little more water and yeast because I may have offset my flour just a little bit because I'm Yappy and I'm not 100% when we got a recipe. I'm pretty close, but I may have had a little extra flour. It's supposed to be a little wet, so I decided to go ahead and get a little more water heated up, add a little more yeast just in case. That's it. And see, now we're sticky. So I'm almost done. It's sticky. And then I'm about to put some plastic wrap on top of it. See, just make sure it's mixed, nothing fancy. Because again, I've got 2 loaves here. I did a double batch. And so all I'm gonna do now is cover it with plastic. I'm gonna cover it with a plastic wrap just like this. And then we'll put a towel on top of it. I'm gonna set it overnight. and we're done. And I will see you in the morning and let you know how it turned out. Look what it did this morning. Now I'm gonna divide this in half. I also have parchment paper that she said, because this is easy so you don't have to touch or knead. Just parchment paper will have a little bit of flour on it. I have preheated my oven to 450 as well. So you wanna go ahead and start, in the morning, start preheating your oven. It needs to be at 450. I have 2 cast iron Dutch ovens in my oven. You can use the ceramic too. I just happen to have 2 cast iron ones because we're gonna cook it in that, and that is what steams it and makes it crispy. I'm really excited. I've made artesian bread before like this. About the same steps, just a little tweak, a little kneading involved. It turned out fabulous, but I wanted to try this recipe and see how it turned out because it's even simpler and you can do this on the road. Kind of cut this, gonna go around. It's real sticky. Just want you to see how sticky it is. Look at that, sticky. So I'm just putting it on the plate. It's very sticky, as you can tell, and that is what you want. I'm just dividing this up. Might have been easier to make 2 bowls, but it's okay, it's gonna work. I feel confident. Healthy Emmie has not let me down yet when I do any of her recipes. I follow a lot of people on YouTube for plant-based and just all kinds of recipes with no oil, no sugar. All right, now, the key here is to put it in a loaf. That's what we're gonna do. And really all she did was kind of get it together here. She made it nice and easy, so I am gonna have to help it a little. Hey dude. Dude just got back from mowing the backyard. She really just rolled it like this. This is what I love. You do want to get this away though. I know from making bread in the past. Let's get this, there we go. This is gonna be big. It won't be that big. A little more flour so I get it to quit sticking. But this way you don't get your counters all messed up. Isn't that awesome? I love it. All right, it's about to work. I'm about to roll it one more time. All right, I'm gonna do like Amy just did it like this. Kind of put it like this. Back and forth. I think hers look better than mine, but it will be okay. I've done this before, and I'm going to score it because with a serrated knife, so it looks kind of cool. I should have put a little more flour. I will on this second batch. Got to live and learn, right? I do want it to be a little more loafy, or it's going to be round. You can just put it in there round too, by the way, guys. It doesn't have to be like this. She was making a beautiful loaf. All right. So I'm going to set it like that. You got to be careful with these Dutch ovens. The lid is on it. All right. So I got 2 in there. I'm going to take the lid off and literally just set it right inside. Make sure you use your gloves. Look out, Diva. Very hot, Diva. Get back. Once I get it in there, I'll show you how it looks. First, let me get in there safely so I don't get hurt. You just pop it right then. I'm gonna put the lid right on top. Gonna cook for 35 minutes, but take off the lid at 30, and then we're gonna leave it open for 5, and that will steam it, then puts a crunchy crust. Should be like you tap it. We'll see how it looks. We'll be back soon. Next loaf and see if I do better. So let's see if I do better on this one. There we go. More flour. I should have spread it out on that last one. That's okay. It'll still turn out okay. The Good news is you can use this bread with anything from what I've seen in the past. So sandwiches, pretty much anything. Toast with a soup. All right, let me get the rest of this. Dude and I both like crusty bread, and having the oil in it makes it 10 times better for us. All right, looks good. Okay, so basically, now that I have enough flour on it, it shouldn't stick this time. She rolled it in a loaf, just in the parchment paper, and that's one thing. This is parchment paper that I am using. See how she did it? Kind of like that. She didn't need it. That's what was so much fun. There, that's working out better now. This one's gonna turn out even better. That's okay, it will still eat. This is more camera ready. I'm actually gonna go one over just because I've made this kind of bread before. And I know it can't hurt. I did start really good last night though. All right, now it's nice, pretty loaf. See that? Perfect. Let me take this extra flour out of the way. It doesn't need it. I'm so excited. Knowing what I know now, I usually try to do on bread double batches. So if I'm going to heat up the oven, I've done it for both. Okay, there we go. Very perfect. All right. I'm going to go put it in the Dutch oven. The dogs are looking for snacks, which I did not drop. Got one more. Again, be very careful. It is super hot, super dangerous. So nobody wants to be there. Back it up. You can make these into individual small loaves too. All right, there we go. One thing I've learned making bread in the past, so I put it in my Dutch ovens. So again, it's 450, 30 minutes. Then we're gonna take the lids off, set them to the side. Please make sure you use mitts. That is really hot, very dangerous, and those Dutch ovens are very heavy. The other thing I like is I've used bread pans before. If you don't have a Dutch oven, don't worry. I use even the Pyrex or the ceramic little loaf pans. They work fine. I just take a piece of foil. I still put them in the parchment paper, like I could cut those in half, make little loaves, and then put parchment paper at the bottom, and then I seal it with foil, and then I leave it in there, maybe not quite as long, and then take the foil off, give it 5 minutes to get it crunchy. You got the same thing. So, all right, we'll be back in 30 minutes. I'm gonna go remove the lids. Let's see what it looks like in there. You see, look good, good. A few more minutes and it'll be done. 5 minutes. And looky there. Now this had some of that flour. I'll dust that off, that'll be okay. This is the second one that turned out even better. Made my own handmade cooling rack. I had a towel, and this was from an old toaster oven because I didn't have one. I'm gonna set the bread there. We'll be back to see how it tastes. Finished product. Check it out, dude.
That looks yum, yum.
Yeah, this is the one, this loaf is the one I had that extra flour, so definitely get that extra flour off before you put it in the oven. And let me cut a piece. Oh, you hear it? Yep. And I'm cutting one.
That's a sign of good bread when it thumps.
And one thing I would suggest is now this is whole wheat. White would be different. Bread flour if you wanted to mix it. I personally like mixing wheat and white. It gives it a great texture. I'm just testing out this whole wheat. We're testing it out. I tested a bite without butter. Now, dude likes his bread with butter. Dude, tell me what you think. And this is olive oil butter. It's still fat, so if you're trying to lose weight, try to, avoid any kind of oil, but the bread has no oil or anything, as we discussed. Pretty good. It turned out pretty good. We could add garlic to it before you actually bake it. You could actually knead it in just a little bit if you wanted to add seasonings and things. I've done that, or sprinkle it with a little bit of garlic or roasted garlic on top and toast it. Is it okay for whole wheat? I mean, it's whole wheat.
It's a dense bread. You can see how dense it is right there.
It's good.
It's tasty though.
It's good, but this is whole wheat, so it's good for you. Healthy Emmie, this is a win. Thank you for the recipe. We appreciate you, and we'll be bringing more recipes from other YouTubers that I follow, and excited to do so.
Y'all remember to like, subscribe,
hit the
that
bell.
bell as well.
Share on your social media if you liked it. If it helped you. That's all we're doing. Have fun. Bye, guys.